Well, good Tuesday afternoon. Hope everyone's having a great start to the week. Meteorologist Adam Fike here with your latest forecast update. Apologize in advance for my congestion or my snarfiness. Been doing a little bit of actual yard work outside since we've been seeing beautiful weather, so been weed whacking, cutting grass, so a lot of that pollen from grass especially and cut grass is really just making me congested, so please bear with me. But good news, been pretty pleasant weather, and as we look across radar, notice this big hole across the heart of the country. I'm just seeing this big old high pressure basically just sitting, you can see across spots from Pennsylvania through Ohio down through Kentucky, so high pressure pretty much over Missouri, Illinois, so St. Louis, so anywhere within this blue circle here is pretty much just seeing plenty of sunshine. You'll see a few passing clouds here and there, but notice right along the edge of that high pressure across, you can see spots up into Maine, Boston, and even across the south where we're seeing some low-end severe storms as well, even some low-end severe storms as well from New Mexico, Texas, even down to parts of northern Mexico as well, where we're seeing some storms as well. So next couple of days, more so going to be sunny, but like the last time we chatted, really it's going to be the return of the wildfire smoke. Not as quite dense, not seeing it as much towards the surface, but still. Notice 6, 7, 8 p.m. this evening, still noticing some denser smoke, especially those higher levels of the atmosphere, so 10,000 feet plus higher up into the atmosphere is where we're going to see that smoke. So this evening towards sunset, good, help add a little bit of extra color. Just going to notice it more faint, not really going to notice it down here at the surface, but even overnight. Tonight, notice that bulk of it really moves on east. You see it start to weaken on out as well, so still notice it a little bit towards sunrise tomorrow. Not as noticeable as this morning or will be as noticeable this evening, but still going to notice that wildfire smoke lingering through the day tomorrow, and it sort of really fizzles out and it's not really noticeable as we head into Thursday, but that's because we'll start to see that high pressure start to exit. But at least in terms of that wildfire smoke near the surface, notice more so Illinois, St. Louis, and it really fizzles out until really tomorrow evening. So tomorrow evening, sunset, overnight into Thursday, we'll notice it a little bit more towards the surface, especially West Virginia, Indiana, and spots of western Ohio. But again, that fizzles out as we start to see that high pressure start to exit as well. So really next couple of days, notice tomorrow, we see that high pressure still stay in place. But as we head towards Thursday morning, we'll notice the high pressure more so Kentucky, Tennessee, even towards the Carolinas where that center of high pressure is. So that's going to allow for a few of these showers that ride right along the edge of that high pressure. So you can see exit out of the plane. So Kansas, just off the corner of your screen, Oklahoma, even up towards spots, let's say, moving out of Cedar Rapids, Dubuque, Davenport, Iowa, even trying to move towards Chicago, Detroit, even can't 100% Erie, PAA, Erie, even Cleveland, Toledo, can't rely on just a few light showers, but is into the afternoon, evening, overnight. Friday, notice, again, Michigan, southern Michigan, can't rely on a few of those showers as well. But keep an eye on our next bigger system that could bring some rain storm chances. Notice late Friday. High pressure still mainly in place. It's weakening on out at this point, so notice some showers pop up more so nature across northern Ohio, Pennsylvania, but especially you can see through the Tennessee Valley, through the Texarkana area, even into Missouri. We'll see these showers and storms start to move in with that next low pressure. But notice it stays out of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, really much of Kentucky until we get towards those late evening hours. And even by that point, a lot of it fizzles out, especially into Saturday. So with that system in particular, a couple things I'm noticing here that I wanted to share. Looking at, this is the jet stream forecasted for pretty much sunset Thursday night. We got the cold front that's pretty much draped. Let me draw this out here. You can see from Minnesota through Iowa, we got this upper level trough is what we call it. When you get a trough that's near the surface, it's just area of low pressure. When you get upper atmosphere, this is where I'm keeping an eye on. So anywhere you can see east of the trough, we have the jet stream that's a little bit stronger. So this means wherever that low pressure is, here within, let's call this red circled area here, where models still disagree a little bit. The likelihood that this is going to trend further north is more likely, which could bring a quicker arrival time of some showers Thursday, but most spots across Illinois, Indiana won't see it until after sunset as well. And even another thing to look at with the jet stream, notice how as we look through the past few model runs, it gets stronger. So this sort of contradicts what I just said last one. So low pressure trends north, but could be a quicker arrival time. It's just going to be a slower system. So still could be a quicker arrival time, just means it could hang around a little bit longer. If it slows, it grows. If it flies, it dies. So, with the winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere likely strengthening, this means the system is likely going to slow once it heads into the Ohio Valley. So it could bring some showers and even some chances for multiple systems that could linger into next week as well. So, Saturday, notice these showers and storms continuing to linger throughout the day. Pretty scattered to widespread showers. You can notice across Illinois, Indiana, now to Ohio, Kentucky, down through the Tennessee Valley. These linger into the day Sunday as well. Even notice as we head towards Monday, you see that initial low pressure exit. But like I said, with the slower system, it likely holds on to that low pressure a little bit longer, so it really doesn't exit out of Ohio Valley, more so into the Appalachian region, really until we get towards Monday afternoon. And even past then, still going to have some more activity to deal with. So notice I'm pulling up an ensemble here. An ensemble is just multiple runs of models, and they're all sort of put together. It's sort of like averaging out different model runs, but with a bunch of different numbers, a bunch of equations, something that I'm not smart enough to comprehend, really. But notice even into Tuesday, you see these darker shades here. So anywhere you see blues, most spots likely will miss out on rain, and storms anywhere within this, let's call it that purple-violet shaded area. Could see a few showers, could see a few storms, but anywhere in these pinks, that's where I expect there to be some showers and storms, especially within these orangish and yellow shaded regions. That's where you should expect to pretty much 80 to 100% chance you'll see these precip chances. So this is Tuesday afternoon. Notice especially southern Indiana, southern Illinois, southern Ohio, and into spots into Kentucky, Tennessee, down into Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi as well. So that lingers through, especially during the daytime hours. So this is late morning, afternoon, evening hours, Tuesday, Wednesday, even into Thursday. Notice we'll still see these chances Thursday afternoon, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, as we see that next potential low pressure system move on through. So while it's more so calm right now with that high pressure, we'll really see just these more so cumulus clouds. So going to continue to be beautiful. Just going to notice things warm up the next couple of days. Good news, not really expecting anything with more so severe weather as we start to see the system move on through. So I'm going to pull this up here. These are sort of our analogs for severe weather. You got the far right column where you have the Storm Prediction Center, and then you have some analogs from different sources that show likelihood chances for some severe storms. Notice anything Thursday, anything Friday, not likely going to be severe. Though I'll have to watch some of these storms as they start to move in Friday. If some of these storms can move in quicker Friday, can't 100% rule out a storm that's a little bit more so strong, so that's some small hail, gusty winds. Again, I expect most spots to miss out from that. But even as we head into Saturday we'll have to watch that potential for some low-end severe storms. Most likely, again, this is going to be small hail, gusty winds, can't rule out localized severe storms, hail up to an inch. Even that chance for wind gusts 58 plus, especially, we'll have to watch that Saturday. Even into Sunday spots, Pennsylvania, Ohio, especially the Carolinas, we'll have to watch that risk for some of these stronger storms as well. And even as we head into Sunday as well, notice these analogs really not picking up a whole lot for Illinois, Indiana, much of Ohio. Again, more so going to be that next system that comes out of the plains, and another system that's in the Carolinas as well. So enjoy the beautiful weather while we got it. We'll start to warm up. We'll be pushing the 90s across Illinois, Indiana, Ohio tomorrow. But as we see that next system start to try to move in Friday, should cool things down a little bit. But with the sunshine now, best chance to get stuff done, since we'll likely see things return more so to an active pattern as we head into next week. Of course, if you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. More than happy to help. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.